Hello? Hello, everyone! Working on stories are hard. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. Hello, hi. In the end, I managed to start on time, even though I started my prep play. Let's hope that everything fucking works, because I haven't checked. I think I have checked everything, but I'm not entirely sure. And I still need to get music playing, but it's fine. Ugh. Let me just move my huge ass fucking tablet so that I can actually draw and animate. Ooh, ow. What a lovely way to start the stream, with my arm cracking. Good stuff. Probably not. Anyways, hi, hello. We should be live. Everything should be fine. Emphasis on should be. If it is, I don't know. Hopefully it is. God, I'm fucking praying. But I think we are live, in fact. So, yeah. I mean, come on. They're hard to make. The characters are hard to design. You need to make them actually fucking comprehensible and abide by the laws of writing. I mean, yeah. I've done it before. Shit's hard, and then I stopped. I'm not dismissing it. I agree with you, wholeheartedly. Shit's hard. Anyways. I do have something a bit different that to do. And that is, I'm gonna animate the tail. Because it ain't good. Yeah, I just write stories for personal enjoyment, partially because I hate myself. I ain't that the story of every artist ever. I'm doing something because I enjoy it, and also possibly hate myself because it's a pain in the ass. But we love it still now, don't we? Because if we didn't, we wouldn't be continuing doing it. Yep. I'm not one to judge, but the end of the tail looks like a nut. Huh? I don't know the fuck you mean. Like, actually. Like, genuinely. Like, this is genuine. I'm actually having genuine confusion. I don't know what you mean. No, I'm actually like genuinely like I'm like how I'm like trying to figure out what kind of nut it will resemble. I'm like, bro, what? What? What kind of shit you growing over there? I don't know. Have I not drawn today yet? Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. There we go. Would you look at that? Ain't that neat? But not what I want. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. I saw a line coming out of the end of the tail and the furry part, and when it was blurred, it looked like a nut. I don't. How? I don't know how though, sir. How? I don't know whether I should edit the ones I've already done or not, or if I should just make new ones. I hate this entire fucking loop as well. It's just garbage. It doesn't, but I thought it did. Oh my god. Ow! Who throws shit at me? Burgir. Thank you for the food. Just gonna struggle over here for a bit. Probably have to make it a little bit thicker. Ow! Stop! Ow! Come on! Hello, Zerban. Hi, hi. I see you, I see you.
Hello, Johnny there? Hello, Johnny?
Sorry if I didn't notice you before. I apologize. That was not done on purpose. Maybe I should just do just have it as shapes. You see YouTube chat? I see it. I see it. I see it. Don't you worry. I see it. I just didn't notice before. I'm sorry. You see, it works. I'm just blind. uh... Whew, the past day has been a terrible nightmare. I've never wanted so much to cook for them. I never wanted so much to cook dinner from neighbors. I cooked dinner from neighbors. I'm assuming you want to cook dinner from neighbors. Am I crazy? What happened to you, by the way? They stole your electricity? Couldn't start a computer, take a shower, even heat a kettle. Jesus Christ! Whew. Okay, now I understand where you're made. Wow, that's no good. That fucking sucks ass. How does that even happen? Worst of all, it is not clear who exactly is guilty, and it was extremely strange. Huh. For in my apartment, the voltage in the network is low, while other neighbors is normal. Huh. That's weird. That's genuinely strange. After 2 days, an identical situation happened, but only voltage was low for another neighbor. Huh. Hello, Matt. What did one plate say to the other plate? Tonight, dinner's on me. Jesus. Hi, hello, how are you on this fine evening? Again, Zerban, that's a very strange situation, and I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. I'm sorry if I don't react that much, because I'm focusing on the animation, and I apologize for that.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece. A source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power. we have the four elements needed in every timepiece.
I'm pretty good. Planned my trip to Malta on New Year, going alone since no other friends are able to go out. I find it relaxing, and who knows? I like staying at. Must have a few people in my room too. That's how I make a few friends already. This time, some nice people will hopefully be my roommates as last time. Good luck with that. I hope you have a nice vacation. I was wondering why this was so weird, and it's because of this. So after 3, there needs to be another one. Thank you. So I have to do lots of work before that, but yeah, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty alright. Got work to do. That's pretty much all there is to it, at least for now. It seems like it's lagging. Why is it lagging? Okay, 6 needs another loop. Not another loop, another frame. And if I put one here. Do-do-do. Animating slower movement is so much more difficult. Ah. I need to get the frames right, because I need to have more of them. That means it's gonna be
We encourage lawlessness with the farce of prohibition.
the more frames there is, the more difficult it is to get them right. Make sure that they're consistent and that the movement looks right. Ooh.
Just what do you expect after 25 years? Come on in, son, and make some home.
Okay, I feel like I need another frame over here. Not paste. No. To get in between, so it goes like they go like.
Just what do you expect after 25 years? Come on in.
So the way the tail is moving right now is should be roughly in like this kind of pattern. this in these kinds of arcs. We have the up, goes back down like that, and up again. Yeah, roughly like that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it on this. It should be visible. This is roughly the middle. That sits well. Then the down. This one I feel like should be lower. And this one is gonna be higher. Go up. This one will be roughly like should be at this extreme. Then these ones are gonna go back up. These ones go like this. I should go a bit lower. Let's apply transformation. I feel like this one, I think it's the arcs in this case are uneven. Whoa. Shake hands with danger. Whew, so now... should be in this extreme. Now it should be more like... I think I made the arcs a bit too big.
What have I told you?
Alright, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking. You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not thinking your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with danger.
Yeah, I made it way too big. I think I'll get the original tail. So in this case... hide that layer. What's that visible? Where is it coming from?
enemy number 3 10 years ago, was released today from the federal penitentiary after serving 11 years of a 10-to-life sentence. To this day, $250,000 in gold
If I do
bullion
this,
involved in the original crime has not
it
been recovered.
goes
Police officials
like
found the gold can be recovered, pointing out that should the gold be found by Patrick,
starts here,
the company would have the full claim.
goes here.
Be a fraud. Hey, I'd still like to meet this guy.
It's kind of a fucked up 8. Very fucked up 8. Very fucked up in infinity symbol. I guess that's going to be the arc that I want to use then. Da-da-da.
The records are right in the cabinet.
Well, is it okay with you, sir? Sure, kids. Go ahead.
Well, thank you.
Pick something groovy, Alex.
It's gonna be incredibly uneven. Yes, but that's fine. Because Jesus. Yes. Hello, fish. What? Hi. Welcome to the stream. What up? I'm focusing rather intensely. Sorry. Hi, I'm doing okay. Kind of. Loads of work, but other than that, I'm quite good actually. How are you? How are you doing? It seemed to be kind of out of it, huh? Jesus.
Today was another sunny day for me. But hearing the sound of the real folk on dancing cars. There's a thing that human being can do is to keep on standing and rising like a flower.
Somewhat dead. I'm still alive, but I feel like I'm so chill, of course. The usual. I think I need simpler shapes for the tail. Unfortunately, yeah. Ooh.
Today was another sunny day for me. But hearing the sound of the real folk on dancing cars. There's a thing that human being can do is to keep on standing and rising like a flower.
Anyways, I'm gonna leave you alone with your work. Peace. Okay, see you later. Bye bye.
Today was another sunny day for me. But hearing the sound of the real folk on dancing cars. There's a thing that human being can do is to keep on standing and rising like a flower underground.
too much about what he likes. The best thing I know for breaking the ice and getting people acquainted is some good mixer games.
It's the big night.
to keep up. But if you fail and if you fall, you know to pick you up. I love you, baby, but I'll never change. Loving isn't easy, baby. Love is for keepers, and I will hold on to you. Will hold on to you. Will hold on to you. Will hold on to you.
There needs to be another frame here.
You see what low grade you made on your weekly mathematics test? More than half of you failed. Most of those who passed just got by. Nobody had 100%. This is the poorest class I've had in a long, long time. Most of you have no foundation at all. Now the trouble's with your attitude. You don't pay enough attention in class. You don't do enough work outside of it. You don't know what the word
Hello, Chivan. Welcome to the stream. Hi.
Don't you realize that mathematics is an important subject? I tell you right now that unless you get over your lazy habits and come up to the standards I've set for this class, many of you will have the pleasure of repeating this course next semester. Just what was Mr. Grimes' purpose in making such statements as these? This is the poorest class I've had in a long, long time. This is hardly the way to win friends or influence people.
Okay, let's see if the shapes are better now. Thus, what should have developed into a sequence of pleasant and valuable learning experiences had deteriorated into a series of disagreeable and infurious personal tensions. This is all wrong. Need any of these incidents have occurred at all? Suppose Mr. Grimes had tried another approach. Whew. needs to be another frame here. Movement. Okay, I've been streaming for an hour, so we're gonna take a little break. And I'm gonna return in like, I don't know, 5 minutes? 5 minutes, yeah. Let's take a quick little break. I'll be right back.
Faraway dreamers, mysteries, other worlds, other light, the stars,
Okie doke, I am back. I have returned. Here we go. Let's get the music back up. Da-da. Alrighty then. Let's continue trying to figure out this heckin' tale. Ooh. Oh. Phew. Hello, Murphy. Ah. Still good, still alive like me. Yeah, kind of. Still alive indeed. Trying to get this tail right, because the other version that I did of it didn't quite feel right, so now I'm doing this instead.
This old switchboard could talk. Wow.
Your ears would sizzle. 1880. We take Alexander Graham Bell's invention for granted today. Perhaps we should. But isn't it incredible that millions and millions of people can talk simultaneously to practically any spot on Earth?
Ooh.
In the beginning, back in the old days, the telephone was something of an oddity, to say the least. You'd pick up this receiver to see that the line was clear. Then you'd hang up and ring with this crank.
Okay, let's see how this
Tell the
looks.
operator what number you wanted.
It was in a concert with the South in Prague. It was absolutely perfect. Aww. I'm so happy for you. So I'm guessing you really enjoyed it then. Tell me all about it, sir, please.
If there was anybody home, they'd answer and you could talk.
You have it recorded. Wow, that's really nice, isn't it? That's really, actually really nice. I've never been to a concert as far as I can remember. Whew. I need to go sleep just after a vacation. I need to have a sleep. Fair enough. Alright then. Have a good night.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes. About 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Thank you for the follow. Acromato. Sia Tail Sands? Sia Tail Sands? I'm sorry, I cannot read that. Not well, anyways. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hi, hi. Place of your love. Chasing highs, escape Chrome. Okay, will do. Anyways, what I'm working on, I'm curious. Tail. Well, that's one of the thing. I'm working on a starting screen. This is a little project of mine as I try to scrape through uni, so it's not probably getting done anytime soon, but I'm trying to get currently the tail, right? Which I'm kind of struggling, if you haven't noticed, but yeah. Been going at this tail for a while. This is the second version of it actually, and it still sucks. The animation is a lot longer, but tail is only very limited. How far is it again? I think it's like ooh here. Then he switches legs back soon enough. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Back to this cursed tail. You give me ages. I think I'm slowly getting there. Very slowly, but I am. I think. God, I hope so. I'm standing on embers again. Anyways, I just realized no, we don't have the start of the tail. What's that? An animation student? No. Surprisingly, despite me doing animation, I'm not an animation student. I am a game student. I was an animation student in my first year, in the first semester. But since by then I've actually already been doing animation even as for work. And I kind of was like, okay, I'm gonna get paper for it so that my mom can, rest, rest easy knowing that I have some kind of degree, right? But turns out that now animation is mostly for me about feedback and just feel, more practice, because I already knew the basics, and it was kind of like, this ain't new enough for my ADHD brain, so I went to the games course, and now I'm struggling. Any tips? Look at a lot of YouTube tips. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials on like the 12 principles on animation. There are some really good practices that you can do that will help you understand timing and movement and like the depth of field and stuff. I would not say that I'm great in giving you actually like putting my knowledge into words, simply because I did end up basically teaching myself like self-taught, right? And from like literal tutorials on YouTube. So I can't really give you like a solid thing. But I would suggest definitely reference animation of like people that you like. Go frame by frame, see what like lasts longer, what lasts shorter. Like inspect timing, basically. That's a big thing. And practice a lot. There's genuinely, I don't think I can. I would love to give you something of more substance, but unfortunately that's not simply within my brain power. My brain cell's not that strong. My brain cell's very weak, in fact. Because even now I'm just doing like a lot of just like feeling it out. The one thing I would suggest, if you're doing, you can see here that I have this little weird little thing, is when you're animating movement, is to draw the arcs, or like the movement, like the place where you want like the thing that you're animating to go, and do it in like arcs. Definitely like something, you know, especially if it's organic, that's something you should do, because you're gonna be able to trace like the movement a little better that way, and you're gonna get a cleaner look way easier than if you just do it, you know, just guessing. So that's probably the best I can give you. And I'm still missing there on this one. Motherfucker got no tail. Motherfucker got no tail. Well, now they will. Come on. There we go. This I can do a bit better. I'm currently working on it's just for fun project. Ooh, okay. I see, I see.
But this is the point where most people long for a roadmap. You discover unlimited variety, the finest in sound and performance. This takes precisely 2 minutes.
Show me, I suppose, but you can't post links in in chat. That's banned for safety reasons. I do have a Discord though, a Discord server. If you join that, you can send it into general or some other designated. There's specifically, I believe, stream send links channel where you just send that if that's what you'd like to like, if you genuinely like to show me, but links are normally prohibited for safety reasons in chat. Send it in a whisper. Okie doke. I'm assuming you'd like me to check it out. Let's see. It's gonna be a rickroll. You will get smacked. Though I don't know if it's gonna load. It's really struggling to load. Like, actually. Is my connection slow? It doesn't seem to be. I don't know what you sent me. But that thing does not seem to want to load. It's very like it's gone through 2 shades of black. First was like kind of bluish, now it's blackish. And I can see the I can see the title in the name of the like the card, but the thing itself is still loading. This is gonna take a while. Basically, you probably know more animation than me. Possibly. I should, considering I worked as an animator. It would be quite embarrassing if I didn't. I'm waiting for it to load in the background. The moment it loads, I'm gonna take a look at it. Just gonna save this. It's still loading. It's still painfully slowly. It's still loading. Like, genuinely, I don't know why it's loading so slow. I don't know what's happening. Oh my god, why? Why is it so slow? I would genuinely love to see your project. I don't know why it's loading so slow. Stream is fine, as far as I can tell. So why is the YouTube loading? I see that it's called Timber Animation, and I would love to see the thing. Please, for the love of God, would you YouTube? Would you like? I don't know. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now it kicked in. I am gonna mute the sound if you don't mind. If it, well, now the video itself is loading. Now that the page has loaded somewhat. This is still gonna take a while. God damn. Yeah, I don't know why it's lagging. I wish I knew. I wish I would be able to tell you why. But everything else works fine. I don't know why. Why the thing that you sent me is loading so slow. It makes no sense. It actually makes no sense. Why? Why, Opera? Why must you betray me? Why must you be a bitch? I wonder if I have full RAM or something that it's like, nope.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now for a little intermission.
Which could be very likely. But that still kind of sucks, and I don't know exactly why it's doing that. Would you kindly load, please? I now can see that it has 3 likes. Yay! Oh my god, what's happening? Why? My RAM's is like 63% full. Damn. Damn, bitch, why you like that? The fuck did I do to you? We normally have shitty connection on occasions, but this is plain ridiculous. And now it's back to nothing. Now it's... What is this? If I open it in a new tab, it's still loading slow as heck. And I don't know why.
Something a little, you know, with a lot of excitement.
Looks like Opera is actually dead, unironically. I think my browser just died. Okay, well then. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Hello? Okay, we're gonna open Chrome instead. We're gonna open Chrome instead, and we're gonna load it. Yay! Yes! Yes! On Chrome it loaded. So this is an Opera thing. Opera for some reason right now is just ass. I don't know why it's ass, but it's ass.
Hey, Johnny, well, I guess it's time to put our songs away for another day and to say so long to all you nice people out there.
Okay, so I'm gonna rewatch it. What I can tell, you're missing, if anything, there's some, obviously it's not finished as far as I can tell. It feels like in some places you're missing a few poses. And some of the shapes are a bit inconsistent. But with a little bit of polishing, it could look better, definitely. What I suggest doing, okay, I can actually give you a solid tip on when you're animating. So when you animate, if you're not doing it like as detailed as I'm trying to do right now with very smooth, you can do, there's this trick that you can do where basically it's called the in and out, like ease in, ease out. So let's say I have here, you can do this here. We're gonna do just gonna do this. No. Duplicate. Oh, this is oops. Okay, I'm gonna hide the legs. I'm gonna put 2. And I'm just gonna move this, right? So that's one thing. You have two frames. These are 2 keyframes. Your 2 keyframes, 2 main frames that you're using, basically. There we go. You have 2 keyframes. I heard of that before. I always have to draw frame by frame and use smear frames. Okay, so to explain, if you're drawing frame by frame, the risk with frame by frame is it's very easy to lose your shapes. Because when you're going frame by frame, your shapes might end up shifting, they might end up getting smaller or bigger, right? They might change. Well, professional animators do. In order to prevent this, they would use something, if it's drawn, even if it's digital, I also use this. It's called a light box. So what you do is basically you have one frame that's basically like your guide that you put under your other frames as you animate, and you like shift it and move it around to see if you still have your shapes. I'm gonna show that how we can do this in Clip Studio, which is what I'm using right now. I don't know if that's what you're using, maybe not, but it's definitely a thing that if you have any kind of digital program, if you have like a frame, like a basic shape, right? If you have that on a separate layer that's not part of the actual animation, part of the frames, but it's outside of it, you can have it as a guideline to make sure that whatever shape that you're drawing is always the correct size and that it's not shifting and doesn't change. I don't know what Multic is, unfortunately. But yeah. And then we have the ease in, ease out. So what you do is you have 2 main poses, and then you basically you add more frames that are closer to one of the positions. So I have position 1. This is 1. This is actually, you know what? This is 1. We're gonna do it like this. And this is 2. And what you can do is I'm gonna duplicate 1. I'm gonna put it here. And I'm gonna show you like different versions of this. So this is 1A, right? And then we have 2. Duplicate that. I'm gonna put it here. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna do this. This would technically be 1B. I'm gonna change the timing. So my first frame, this one, lasts fairly long, about I think 6 frames. Then this ease in lasts 2 frames. This ease out lasts also 2 frames, so that's this one. So the 1A and 1B each last 2 frames, and then again 2 lasts for like quite a while. And I play it, you see that? This ease in, ease out. You have this, it's not just like a jump, right, between the shapes. It's like your eyes kind of fill it in and see it as movement. With basically with ease in, ease out, you have the like implication of the start and end of a movement instead of jumping from one pose to another. And I use this technique a lot when I do short animations. So this is like, they're fairly far away, they're extreme, right? So you can add obviously a bit more to these ease-ins and ease-outs, but you can get away with just 2. Like if you're going, the faster the movement, the less frames you can get away with. Obviously, because, you know, your eyes are gonna fill it in. If you go for slower movement, you'll need more frames. But if you go for like a fairly like fast animation, you can do this, and you can do this ease in, ease out even with like slower movement. You just have to add a bit more in between frames. But that's like the basic, one of like the basic techniques how to do animation is you have like your 2 main poses, right? And you do ease in and ease out between them. You can also do, because this is fairly fast movement, I can change this, how this looks, by doing this, not this much, but But what I'm doing basically is by squishing. You can obviously use like smear. This is basically the equivalent of a smear frame, but not quite a smear frame. It's like some of the in-between frames you see like certain deformations in the way of the movement. So in this case, because it's going like that way, it's just kind of prolongs itself. I could also have another in-between frame that's literally just like this. But currently I'm just using like 2 in-between frames, so you see that? You can see the ease in, ease out even better. And then you could theoretically, right, have additional frame, which would be the smear frame between these two, which would be just like this, for example. You see this kind of skip? So you have the ease in, ease out, and sometimes you have like even between ease in and ease out, you have an additional frame or additional like frames to imply the movement. The more frames you have, the slower the movement will be, but the less work our eyes will have to do to fill in the gap. So if you do this, first of all, it's gonna feel more natural to have like, you know, thing. Also, another thing you can do after you have like the main pose, right? You can do what's called an anticipation. You have anticipation, and then you have, I don't know exactly what it's called, but there's like an aftermath. So if I have this, right? I have the first shape, and what I can do then is I can have it prepare for the actual movement that's gonna happen. So I can do... I can have it do... Yeah, I can have it do the anticipation. Then you play around with it, how it looks. But the anticipation could be like... How would I explain it? It's like when you're trying to throw something, you don't just, you know, already... Your hand is not already at the pose, like at the exact pose where you would normally let go of the ball, right? Because if you do that, the ball is just gonna fall. What you do is you put your hand back and you swing your hand in order to give speed, right, to the ball that you're trying to throw. And that, the thing that you do is the anticipation, right? You putting your hand back in preparation for the actual swing and throw of the ball, put your hand back, and that's the anticipation. And that's like basically how you push one thing. That's how you push the poses before you actually do the movement. And that what I can do as well is I can move the two, and then I can have the aftermath. Because normally, if you stop a movement, you don't stop like fully, because you don't just like freeze, right? Take this for example when you're running. You're running and you're like actually full speed and you want to come to a stop. Even if you try to just straight up stop at a certain place, right, and not move any further, there's still like was it kinetic energy? There's still like the movement is not out, the energy is not out of you, and instead what you're gonna do, if you actually genuinely try to stop at a certain point, where you're probably gonna like, you might end up toppling over. Because if you stop your legs completely, try to stop your legs completely still, there's still energy that's gonna push you forward. And either you're gonna balance it out or you won't. So in this case, I can do it we're gonna see this. So you see the ball when it tries to stop. That's this, right? That doesn't feel enough, so I add more movement to this. It's because right now the ball would most likely like just fall on its face like this. So we need to have like the ball basically pretend that it kind of has sentience in a way. It's trying to balance itself out. So it's gonna push itself back a bit, but it's not gonna have as much strength in that movement. It's not gonna be as drastic in comparison. So it's gonna be like this, and then it's gonna go to the basic. You see that? You see the little bounce? There you go. So this is one of the fairly simple like ways that you can practice this. You can do this with incredibly simple shapes, like I literally just showed you with a ball, right? But it's like one of the things that's very key to like understanding timing. This basically teaches you about key poses, about like ease in, ease out, about the smear frames, right? Or like just in between frames. And it's like the simplest thing you can do. And I have whopping how many? I have whopping 8 frames out of this. Now this is literally just copy pasted, right? And slightly transformed. It's something you can do very easily. And now to show you, or to show you what I mean when I said about lightbox before, when you're trying to keep your forms consistent. There's this thing called, there's other people that know onion skinning, but what that does, it usually shows, you know, one frame in front of the current frame that you're working on, and one frame back. Sometimes it's 2 forward or 2 back, right? But onion skinning is also, again, like from frame to frame, and might not necessarily work always in the best way to keep your forms consistent. So instead of that, what you can do is, let's say I want to put this number 1, right, to have a consistent shape. I can use a light table. This is a function in Clip Studio. This is if you're doing basically also hand-drawn animation, and if you have like a better animating program, it might have this function, but it's not necessary. It not necessarily will be there. But if you have access to like layers in your animation program, if you want to have like a guide, copy one of the frames, like make it like duplicate one of the layers that are your frames, right? Put it out of the timeline so that you can like have it constantly playing, like quote unquote playing. It just like stays the same, but your animation still keeps going, right? So you have this, and you see the one stays. And what I can do in this case, right, if I want to, I could also just move it. If I like wasn't, you know, copy pasting, I could literally just move this shape and then draw 2. And what it does, it doesn't actually like change the real frame in Clip Studio, but it just lets you move it. And this is really helpful with when you're like drawing faces, right, or have like a complicated shape that you need to have the proportions right. So if you were doing traditional animation, or even like in a program like this where it's, let's say, mainly like drawing program, but you have the access to layers, you can have this as like a different layer and just move it around to constantly check your shapes so that they're consistent. So yeah, that's my little animation lesson. I don't know if it was that much helpful. Hopefully it was. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but this is a lot of how the animation works. And there's a whole another kind of worms with that you need to actually know your object that you're animating, right? You need to know if it's solid, if it's more fluid. You need to know, if it's a heavy object or a light object. So it also behaves a bit differently. So then you maybe have to reference other objects that would probably have like similar consistency or similar weight to get the movement right, because different weighted objects behave differently, and the same goes with whether it's a very solid object or a bit more like fluid object. So yeah, I'm not great at speaking. I prefer showing things like this, but yeah, hopefully you got something from it. Thank you, Serpent. I think it was, maybe because you went over lessons I never heard of. Really? It's one of the basics. It might be because people tend to call it like sometimes differently. This is just like the best way I can explain this to you that I know from experience. This is like something I use actively in my animations, and it's it's basically the easiest tricks in the book that I can give you that I know are the basics, and then the animation techniques can expand from there, and they, change depending on the situation. So yeah, I hope I was of help somehow to whoever is gonna see this VOD as well. I hope I was helpful, and yeah, hope it was at least a little bit understandable. Now I'm gonna go back to my hell of my own making.
My job, find out.
And way too abruptly. I think this time I learned more than a bunch of other animation videos. I'm glad. A lot of the times it's about finding the right one, and sometimes you just really need to explain when the person is actively animating, because that's when you know that at least how it works for me. I need things to be like in front of my eyes and told as well, so that I understand what's going on. Yes, you can, but not in the basic version. I have a Clip Studio Paint X that I specifically got for animating, but also to as an illustration thing. So yes, you can animate in Clip Studio. However, I would suggest animating in only fairly short animations, because it tends to struggle with memory when you're animating, even in Clip Studio X. And sometimes when you are playing your animation in the program, it can skip frames, or just your animation might be good, but the way the program shows it might look a bit weird. So what I do sometimes when I need to check on a longer animation, I export it and look at it as a GIF or as a video, so that I know what it actually looks like instead of what the very actively struggling program is telling me. So yeah. But yes, you can, but only in the X version, EX version. Anyways, now I need to apply this this knowledge to my own stuff. Neutral. I feel like this needs additional frame here. I've been going for 2 hours. Jesus. I unfortunately still have some work to do, but 3D instead. And I think I'll probably have to end the stream for that, just so I have some peace, because I get way too anxious about working on 3D on stream, simply because I'm not as confident in my 3D work as I am with my 2D animations. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Nini-chan. Thank you for the raid, Nini. Thank you. Hello, Space Janitor. Long time no see. Should both be shorter. This might be the correct length. Hello everyone. Hello Nini. I'm doing good. Working, working away. I'm making a starting screen for myself. I'm trying to struggling. I feel like this should be shorter. How are y'all? Thank you. I'm trying my best. Okay, I think the tail finally kind of makes sense now. Still quite extreme movement than what I originally anticipated, or what I wanted, but I suppose we'll have to do that. I actually have to add the fluff on the end of it. It's my starting screen! It has a lot more to it than this though! I could actually show you if it lets me. It's quite a long animation, so give me a second. I'm gonna do a little trick. Since I already have I think I have the meat of the tail animated. I'm gonna show you the rest of the animation. If you give me a second, it's gonna take a bit. Just so you have... I actually want to see how the tail right now looks with this. The rest... Okay, let's see. Oh, here. Paste, and I think maybe 2 more times. Paste. Paste. Yeah, and it's gonna stay like this because the loop does not fit everything, but that's fine. That is fine. We're not gonna think about that right now. Let's actually play the thing. There's a lot of frames and a lot of layers. But yeah, this has been my project in the background for a while as I work on uni. So I don't know when it's gonna get done. Probably not anytime soon, but yes. Sheesh. I'm very proud of them legs. Thank you, Cheat Today. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm very proud of the legs. I actually posted a work in progress on Mastodon, which is like a new, or not very new, but it's like for me it's new, social place. So I'm putting my art with the burning and apocalypse of Critter. And I actually got complimented on it by an actual 2D professional animator, which completely blew my mind. So I'm proud of it even more now. So I'm obligated to finish it. So yeah. Whew. That's pretty much it. So yeah. This is, for now, this is actually the sketch that I'm working on, and after the sketch is fully done, this includes the tail. It's gonna take a bit. I think it still needs just a little bit of help. I think I have some duplicate frames somewhere because I see it jumping, or it just might be Clip Studio struggling with the fact that I have a really long animation for once. Thank you, Nini. Thank you. So yeah, after that, the legs are done. Well, the frames. The sketch frames anyways, I'll have to go over this to do line art, everything, including, you know, the body and face and stuff, and then color it, shade it, and do the background, and cry a lot, and then continue working. I mean, it is worth the praise. It's such a cool animation. Thank you! Thank you! Oh my god. Thank you very much. Makes me very happy. I'm also incredibly tired. I actually did not. There was no way I was expecting a raid moment. I was actually just about to end as well. Since I have actually 3D work to do, so yeah. Okay, considers for other players. Oh, thank you. You're way too nice. You're way too nice to me. You should not be. Don't be that nice to me. It's gonna go to my head. It shouldn't. It can't. It can't. I think I'm gonna change the color slightly. I'll have to figure out the shape of the tail. Later as well. Nah, it keeps pulling you if I can. No, don't, please. I'm gonna turn out really spoiled and bad. I'm gonna turn into a brat. We can't have that. We can't have that. I do genuinely appreciate the support though. I do, I really do. Wap. Wap. So yeah. Thank you for raiding me. Thank you for everyone for coming over. I hope you enjoyed this little bamboozle of a stream, where I also somehow taught animation. I'm a teacher. I'm an animation teacher now. So is that character yours? It's me. It's my persona. There has been a slight rebrand in the works for a bit, because I don't know you guys actually been here for this, but I have come out as gender fluid. So yeah, that's one thing, and I have finally started leaning more into an aesthetic that I've been trying to get for a while as well. So we're leaning fully in a fancy kind of shapeshifter elf-ish creature is what we're going with. So yeah, I am doing a lot of stuff right now for this. Classes with neon, let's go. Classes with neon indeed. So yeah, it's a lot. Life has been a lot to take in. Ria, you're a gem and I love you so much. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, you're actually gonna make me cry in real life. You can't do that. Don't do that. Please. When I start crying, it's hard to stop, okay? Oh my goodness. Oh, I can, yeah. Yeah. My nose is full now. God damn. But yeah. No! No crying! No! You can't! You can't make me cry like that! Come on! No! I should have a I should have an avatar cries of happiness. Essentially is rubbing off on me. Oh yeah, with a figure. Thank you, you're a very cool person. You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me! My brain is gonna fry. I'm not used to this. You can't do that. I love you. I love you all. I really do. I really appreciate it. But god damn it. I'm not gonna be able to see to actually work, you know? Oh my god. But yeah, this has been Ella has been in the works for a while now, so yeah, it's stuff. It's stuff. Stuff I'm trying to do, and hopefully I will be able to finish it eventually.
The incidents, the places, my friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave
Roberts from outer space. Okay, sorry. It's alright. I do genuinely appreciate the support. It's just, yeah, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to having a raid. I'm not used to people out of nowhere. Just, you know, giving me love and support. That's not something we do here, okay? I get bullied by my chat a lot instead.
Suppose that saucer or whatever it was had something to do with this. Your guess is good as mine, Larry.
The shape is a tad inconsistent.
You're in charge now, Lieutenant. Yeah, yes I am. Calvin? Yes, sir? Back up the car, gather radio. Tell the coroner he's got to make another trip out here.
I think that's gonna be better shaped. Ugh, tail is a pain in the ass. Looks like I have to try catching more often then, honey. Oh god, no. I think we actually stream fairly like similar times and days as well, because I stream like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, about the same time you stream. So I don't know if that's gonna be possible physically, to be fair. But yeah. If you do want to catch me more often, I am here. I will be here, and I'm always on Discord. I never leave. I'm chronically online, which is not a good thing per se, but it is. You will make it happen. Thank you, but I'm also worried. And yes, it is easy to be evil serpent, and we do it all the time as well, and for free. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Now, all over the country this month, thousands of people are going to summer camps, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night to the strains of the bugle. So the Alamite Brigadiers thought it would be appropriate to play Bugle Call Rag. Okay, boys, let her roll.
Whew. Currently online gang, let's go. I I don't know if that, I wouldn't say that's a particularly good thing or a thing to celebrate, but yes, I am chronically online. I'm required, considering I sit on my ass all day and work on uni stuff. If I'm not procrastinating, it's to be specific. But yes. I will, however, have to. I feel like I should cut it here, unfortunately. But I don't want to now. I don't want to now. I don't want to do it now. Because you guys just came here out of nowhere. I still have 3D work I have to work on for tomorrow. Ah. I am. It makes me really happy to see y'all again. Your presence, I don't know where, has rejuvenated me. I feel better. It is, yeah. It is 10:30 right now, I think, if I can't see right. I very conveniently put a sticker on my laptop where like it slightly covers it covers half the time and completely like hides the date where my computer shows it, so I can't see shit. I don't know, like I have to constantly look from my phone. But you need to rest, Ria. Don't worry yourself. It's okay. I've been just struggling for like 2 hours, and I've been struggling for like 2 hours before that with 3D, but we don't talk about that. 2D is actually like it's my break from working on 3D. But it's been better this year than it has been the previous years, so yeah. It's a big project that I'm doing, and I'm doing it solo because I'm an idiot, so I'm kind of bound to overdo something. But yeah. Phew. What? Yeah, I'll have to finish the things, but the meat of the tail movement is done and it looks good, and I'm just gonna leave it there before it drives me crazy. So yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I hope y'all enjoyed this, even if you have been here for just like a short time. It was very lovely to see you all, and I'm going to miss you again. But yeah, hopefully we'll talk to each other soon enough. I'm glad. That makes me happy. It makes you happy that you did. And yeah, always nice catching up. And I will see y'all next time. I'll be streaming on Wednesday, unless something happens, like me being way too tired today, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll probably be here on Wednesday. See y'all soon. Love you all as well. And have a lovely week. Have a lovely time in general, constantly. Yes, have a lovely time in general. And constantly. Englishman speaking. That's not something I do very well. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye.